newspaper analysis for 14th of February 2024. Now, let us start with the today's agenda of the day, where we'll be discussing about the editorial section, which speaks about what's in the new public examination bill aimed at stopping cheating in exams. This particular editorial we have taken from the Indian Express. Then we'll be discussing about some interesting news update, and lastly, the legal news update of the day. Now, starting with the editorial section, we'll be speaking about the new public examination bill that has come up and how it has come up to prevent the cheating in exams. So the Public Examination Prevention of Unfair Means 2024 was introduced in Lok Sabha on February 5th and passed on Feb 6th. The bill aims to prevent unfair means in order to bring greater transparency, fairness, and credibility to the public examination system. Now, what is meant by the use of unfair means in an examination? So, Section 3 of the bill states that it is 15 action that amount to using unfair means in public examination for monetary or wrongful gain. This act include leakage of question paper or answer key or part thereof, and colluding in such leakage, assessing or taking possession of question paper or an optical mark recognition response sheet without authority, tampering with answer sheet including optical mark recognition response sheet, providing solution to one or more questions by any unauthorized person during a public examination, and directly or indirectly assisting the candidate. The section also lists tampering with any document necessary for shortlisting of candidates or finalizing the merit or rank of the candidate, or tampering with the computer network or computer resource or computer system. And you know, there are various acts that have been listed under the category of unfair means. Now, which exams are public examination and who is the public examination authority? So the bill under section 2 subclause K, public examination, is defined as any examination conducted by public examination authority listed in the schedule of the bill or any such other authority as may be notified by the central government. The schedule lists 5 public examination authority. Who are these? Union Public Service Commission, Staff Selection Commission, Railway Recruitment Board, and National Testing Agency, which include a lot of exams. Okay, so like UPSC conducts civil services exam, medical services examination, engineering services examination. So this is a broad 5 category where public examination authorities are defined. Apart from this designated public examination authority, all ministries or department of the central government and their attached and subordinate offices for recruitment of staff will also come under the purview of the new law. Now, the central government can add new authorities in the schedule through a notification as and when required. Now, what punishment does proposed law provide for violation? And that's a very important point here. Section 9 states that all offences shall be cognizable, bailable, and non-compoundable, which means that an arrest can be made without a warrant, and a bail will not be a matter of right. Rather, a magistrate will determine whether the accused is fit to be released on bail. A non-compoundable offence is one in which the case cannot be withdrawn by the complainant, even when the complainant and the accused have reached a compromise, and a trial must necessarily follow. Now, punishment for this is any person or persons restoring to unfair means and offences can be punished till 3 to 5 years in prison and fine up to rupees 10 lakh. If the convict fails to pay the fine, an additional punishment of imprisonment shall be imposed as per the provision of Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. Under section 10 subclause 2, a service provider who is engaged to provide support of any computer resource or any material by whatever name it may be called for the conduct of examination can be fined rupees 1 crore. The bill provides for harsher punishment in case of organized paper leak, like an organized crime, which is defined as unlawful activity by a group of persons colluding in a conspiracy to pursue or promote a shared interest for wrongful gain in respect of public examination. Section 11 subclause 1 says the punishment for organized crime will be imprisonment for a term not less than 5 years, but which makes 10 to 10 years and liable to be fined. Why has the government brought this bill? Now, the very important question that has come up here is why the government has brought this bill. So there have been a very large number of cases of question paper leaks in recruitment exams across the country in recent years. There were at least 48 instances of paper leaks in 16 states over the last 5 years in which the process of hiring for government jobs are disrupted. The leaks touch the lives of at least 1.51 crore applicants for about 1.2 lakh posts. And it's a very important statistical data, guys. Now, the statement and the object of this particular bill states that malpractices in public examination lead to delays and cancellation of examination, adversely impacting the prospect of millions of youth. At present, there is no specific substantive law to deal with unfair means adopted or offences committed. It is imperative that elements that exploit vulnerabilities of the examination system are identified and effectively dealt with by a comprehensive central legislation. So the purpose is very broad, guys. The purpose is really very broad. And when it comes to the purpose being very broad, it has a very big number of statistical data where 1.51 crore applicants were, getting hampered. And every year there was some or the other incident that is happening in public examination. And I think it's a good bill that has come up. And I hope that it benefits a large part of our society at large. Now, now coming up to the object in the statement, it clarifies that the candidate as defined in the bill shall not be liable for action within the purview of the bill and shall continue to be covered under the extant administrative provisions of the concerned public examination authority. The bill, once it becomes law, will also serve the important function of being a model draft for states to adopt at their discretion. The statement says it would be aid states in preventing the criminal elements from disrupting conduct for the state level public examinations as well. So what is happening here is the objective of the bill is to bring greater transparency, fairness, credibility to the public examination system and to assure that the youth, that their sincere and genuine efforts will be fairly rewarded and their future is safe. So it's a very big purpose of law. As discussed before, I think it's a very good approach for bringing this law, as this law would help a lot of aspirants to not go into the hustle of whether the examination would be cancelled or there was some cheating involved. They would sincerely concentrate on the examination per se and clear it. So this was all about what's in the new public examination bill. I know you all guys are associated with this kind of examination. Do tell me in the comment section, are you in need of this particular bill or not? Do tell me. Yes. Now, let us start with the national news of the day. Gupteswar Forest in Odisha declared as Biodiversity Heritage Site. So the pristine Gupteswar Forest adjacent to Gupteswar Shiva Temple in Odisha's Koratput district has been declared as fourth biodiversity heritage site of the state. The site is spread over 350 hectares of demarcated area. Significant faunal species like Mugar crocodile, Kangar Valley rock, gecko, sacred grove bush frog, and avifauna like black baza, Jadon baza, Malabar trojan, common hill myna, white-billed woodpecker, and a planted bay cuckoo and others have also been documented. So, Gupteswar Forest in Odisha declared as Biodiversity Heritage Site. NASA climate satellite blast off to survey oceans and atmosphere of a warming Earth. So NASA newest climate satellite rocked into orbit to survey the world's ocean and atmosphere in never before seen detail. The satellite will spend at least 3 years studying the oceans from 420 miles up as well as the atmosphere. NASA already has more than 2 dozen Earth observing satellites and instruments in orbit, and it's a very good new launch that they will survey oceans and atmosphere of a warming Earth. Sumit Nagal lifts Chennai Open ATP Challenger trophy, beating Luca Nardi of Italy in men's single final. So in the tennis Chennai Open ATP Challenger finale, India's top-ranked Sumit Nagal emerged victorious on Sunday and wins his fifth challenger title. The second-seeded Nagpal will be the first Indian man since Prajnesh Guneshwaram in 2019 to breach the top 100 barrier. Now, Sikkim becomes fourth Northeastern state to restore old pension system for government employees. So, in a groundbreaking move ahead of the state assembly election, Sikkim Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang has announced the restoration of the old pension system for state government employees appointed on or after 1st April 2006. Now, the Sikkim now stands as the first state in the Northeast to implement this significant decision. The revival of the old pension system as outlined in Sikkim services is poised to benefit employees appointed on or before March 31st, 1990. So, Sikkim becomes the first Northeastern state to restore old pension system for government employees, and this is the notification that has come up. PM Modi to inaugurate BAPS Hindu Temple in Abu Dhabi today. So it's a very phenomenal, win. PM Narendra Modi, who's on a 2-day visit to Abu Dhabi, will inaugurate the first Hindu stone temple in Abu Dhabi, Shri Akshar Purushottam Swami Narayan Sanstha Mandir, that is BAPS, on Wednesday, that is today. Now, the BAPS Hindu Mandir, built across 27 acres of land in Abu Dhabi, is located in Abu Murekha, near Abu Al-Rahba of the Dubai-Abu Dhabi Sheikh Zayed Highway. The temple will be open for a general public on February 18. The BAPS Hindu Mandir will be the largest in all of the Gulf region. So remember, all of the Gulf region, the Hindu temple in Abu Dhabi would be the largest, and UAE has 3 other Hindu temples in Dubai. KPP Nambiar Award conferred on ISRO Chairman S. Somanath. So, Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers Kerala section has conferred the KPP Nambiar Award for 2024 on S. Somanath, Chairman, Indian Space Research Organization. The award is named after KPP Nambiar, Dean of the Electronics Industry and Founder Chair of IEEE Kerala section. Now, the annual award is instituted to honor individuals or group in Kerala for their significant contribution to the IEEE vision of advancing technology for humanity. Coming up to the legal update, mere use of abusive language or being discourteous, rude by itself does not amount to offense under Section 504 of IPC. So, Allahabad High Court has recently observed that mere use of abusive language or being discourteous to the opponent or rude would not by itself amount to an intentional insult within the meaning of Section 504 of IPC, intentional insult with intent to provoke breach of peace. The court added, for an act to come under the purview of this offense, it has to be shown that the nature of abusive language or insult was such that it is likely to insult a person or commit a breach of peace or commit an offense. And the case name is Dhirendra and 2 others versus State of UP and another. NCLT has inherent power to recall order approving resolution plan. So the Supreme Court has observed that adjudicating authority, that is NCLT, under IBC, that is Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, has the power to recall its order, proving the resolution plan if the resolution plan is not submitted as per the mandate of the court. So the court here has clarified that NCLT has the inherent power to recall all the approving resolution which is not being submitted as per the IBC. So that is the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. Now, the resolution applicant prefer the recall application on the note that resolution plan approved by AA, that is adjudicating authority, did not fulfill the conditions laid down in subsection 2 of 30 of IBC, and NCLT has the inherent right. And the case name is Greater Noida Industrial Development Authority versus Prabjit Singh Soni and another. Now, guys, if you want to attempt your or revisit your previous Q&A, you can attempt the quiz that is mentioned in the description of this particular video so that you can revise it well. If you like this video, please do share with your friends and family members. Click a like and hit subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care.